Hello and welcome. You're watching Sports Today, and this segment is all about Virat Kohli. The Indian captain led from the front as his team beat England 3-2 in the T20I series. Virat, of course, broke a few records along the way as he's prone to, right? But before we go into the details, here's a quick look at why you should download the Howser app.
क्या आप भी किसी अपने सपने मेरे तुम्हारे टीम 11 पे टीम बना रहे हो और बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे हो? हमारे साथ खेलोगे? हाउस पे खेलो लेजेंड्स के साथ. हमें हराओ और जीतो डबल कैश. Log on to houser.com and win real cash.
Well, Virat Kohli had a dream series as batsman and as captain, and it's been a story of fight backs. It's a story of comebacks, and these are stories that this Indian cricket team is pretty used to. We'll go back straight to Australia. What happened there when India went to tour about 3 or 4 months back? They lost the ODI series, then they came back to win the T20I series. They lost the first match of the Test series in Adelaide. Then they bounced back to win the Test series there. Cut to India. India lost the first Test match to England in Chennai before bouncing back to win 3 successive Test matches to take the series 3-1 and qualify for the final of the World Test Championship. The T20I series against England again. England winning the opening game last week. All 5 matches, all 5 T20Is were of course played in Ahmedabad at the Narendra Modi Stadium. But India just kept coming back. India won the second game. England came back to win the third, and then of course, the last 2 games went to India, and consequently, they won the series 3-2. But what about Virat Kohli's role? He got out for a duck in the first game of the series before bouncing back with scores of 73 not out, 77 not out. Again, he got out cheaply in the penultimate T20I, but he was at his blistering best in the final game of the series finale. Virat Kohli finished with 231 runs from the series, and that happens to be a record in bilateral T20I series. Of course, this was the 5-match T20I series. KL Rahul got a fair few runs in the 5-match T20I series against New Zealand, but this was just phenomenal. Nobody else has got more runs than Virat Kohli in a bilateral T20I series. And this happens to be the most runs scored by any batsman in a bilateral T20I series involving full member countries. Also, Virat Kohli opened the innings with Rohit Sharma on Saturday in the 5th and the final T20I of the series, and that was the 8th time he opened an innings for India in the shortest format. And guess what? He responded with his best ever score at that position. You're of course used to seeing Kohli bat at number 3 and sometimes at number 4, as he did for a couple of times during the course of the series. But on Saturday, he came out and smashed an unbeaten 80 after watching Rohit Sharma's fireworks and some pyrotechnics from Surya Kumar Yadav. But alongside Hardik Pandya again later through, he closed the innings and India finished with 224 for 2, which happens to be their highest score against England in T20 internationals. And of course, like I said, Virat Kohli became the only batsman to go past 3,000 runs in T20 internationals also during the series. And what more, Rohit Sharma became the second batsman after Virat Kohli to score 9,000 runs in all T20 cricket. And also on Saturday, in the course of Rohit Sharma's half century, he became the second highest run scorer in T20 internationals. He went past New Zealand's Martin Guptill. So there you have it. The top 2 run scorers in T20 internationals are both Indians. Virat Kohli with well over 3,000 runs, and Rohit Sharma, who's also going to go past the 3,000 run mark in T20 internationals sometime this year. But thank you so much for watching this segment. Do keep watching Sports Today. There'll be plenty more, not just cricket. There'll be plenty of other sports that we will offer you on Sports Today. Breaking news, analysis, stats, interviews, chats, you just name it and you got it on Sports Today. And also, please do not forget to download the Howser app, make your own teams, challenge your experts and the legends on Howser, and see where that takes you. Do join us on Sports Today for a lot more through the course of this day and this week.